Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and you joined us again here for another Wingspan tournament game. This is from the Upland Moa Melee. We're still in this group stage, and yeah, we've got a game coming up here where we are going second. So we're going to jump in, and first of all, get a good look at the tray, which does look pretty nice for my opponent going first. So we'll see what they pick, and then we'll see what we've got to choose from in our own starting hand. Alright, they have picked, so let's see what we've got to work with here. We've got a bush tit, so I'm very happy. That is a very nice starting bird. Imagine we'll be getting that down in the wetlands, doing some digging, because not really too much else here to get excited about. I mean, Puffin's always exciting, but probably not really the way we want to go in this game. And Rufous Owl is quite a nice forest bird, but very expensive, and yeah, would take a little bit of forcing. So is the bonus card going to change us? Probably not. I think Ethologist is going to be the safe keep. I feel like I'm getting these data analyst cards in a lot of my games recently, and I despise them, so I'm not picking that. But yeah, bush tit, I think bush tit feels like a no-brainer. I mean, let's actually take a look what my opponent's gone with. Yeah, I think that's pretty standard. I would expect the nectar to get spent here. They'll pick up both of these, and Red Start's so good. Get the heron down as well. We'll take a look actually what the feed is looking like. Right, plenty of nectar, so looking healthy there. And yeah, I think we go bush tit. I think we go bush tit. Keep a bunch of food. We'll do a bit of digging and see what we find. I mean, plenty of egg space on the bush tit, so that's always good. So we can dig for a little bit, and yeah, hopefully get something to add to this wetlands, or just some nice food gaining birds. That's kind of what we're looking for. So we'll lock that in, just the one bird, but yeah, I think bush tit starting hand is pretty nice. It's pretty nice, so we'll be getting that, of course, down. I mean, unless sort of assuming my opponent is going to pick stuff up here, so maybe they'll reveal some nice birds for us. No, oh, but they have left the heron, so maybe I should have thought about that happening and kept the fish. I just assumed that was going, so I think that's quite a nice one, and certainly one I might look to add in this wetlands, but for now, got to get bush tit down, and yeah, do some card drawing. So for sure, we'll draw some cards, and yeah, maybe, as I say, if we don't find anything, I think that heron could be quite good. I mean, it's potentially a way of getting some food, but cashing for the points is quite nice as well. Quite reliable, I think, in my experience. So there goes the red start, no surprise. Let's dig and let's draw, and Kestrel, yeah, you're pretty bad. So, I mean, given you've just played red start, you're not going to draw again, so we can go off the top. I'm glad I did, because Riley Green Swallow is exactly what we like to see, so we'll be adding that in the wetlands. Obviously, don't have the two worms. Had to spend one on the bush tit, but I think that's okay. We probably will draw again. I'd like to be able to throw a card to get more food, because I think food is going to be important. So rather than force this down, it's worth, yeah, being able to get the actual food to pay for it. So we'll draw again, and assuming we don't get anything quite as good as that swallow, we'll be able to discard and yeah, get a little bit more food. So let's see what's going to come our way. I mean, to be fair, actually, could play that spotted owl. That might not be a bad option. Definitely don't want the mistletoe bird. But yeah, could just play this with the nectar and the rat. It might actually be pretty good, because we need something for this end of round goal and next end of round goal. And when you go in full tuck, it's quite hard sometimes to hit these end of round goals. So yeah, I mean, even if I'm just qualifying for those two, it's already 3 extra points here. And maybe we'll get a nice bonus card as well. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll play the owl, take food, play the swallow, and yeah, that heron, if it's still there, I think that could be a good one to add, but obviously is expensive when we're spending lots of food on these two birds. So no nectar coming up, but lots of worms, and I think that's okay. I mean, I would like one nectar. I think if we are going for this sort of wetlands engine, and my opponent with this red start with, yeah, really good food access, going to get loads of nectar. I don't think we're going to be competing that much on the nectar, but it's still important to qualify, and of course get those 2 points in each habitat where possible. So I'd like to do that. We're going to qualify in the forest here. With the owls, let's play that, see what we get. Mechanical engineers come up, so That's a pretty nice one to get early. And star nest of the bush tit is going to help with that. So yeah, we'll be keeping that. No questions asked. And obviously, yeah, playing 8 birds, normally okay. Playing 8 birds that have the right nest types for Mechanical Engineer, a bit trickier, and especially again, as with end of round goals, bonus cards can be quite hard to work with. Going for a sort of full on full tuck. So with the bush tit and the swallow, I think getting those down, doing plenty of card drawing, lots of point scoring, lots of tucking. That is going to be central to our approach here. So yeah, kind of interested to see what else goes down here. I mean, obviously my opponent did keep quite a few birds at the start, grabbing a bunch of food, and didn't grab the heron. I think that always means you've got something else good to play. So Bruce Blackbird. Oh no, please don't tell me this is going to be Franklin's Girl or something. Could well be the case. But Bruce Blackbird going down, so definitely ominous. But it means we do at least get a little bit of control on the bird feeder, so we can get what we want for the swallow, and also get that down. Alright, it's back onto our turn here. Put strong birds, and they finally bit and picked up the heron. So maybe it's not Franklin's Goal, and maybe that's going to be the card access for them. So we're gonna just truck on with our plan. So swallow's going to go down, and I think we're really going to see the benefit of this bush tit here, which is just that massive egg capacity. So it's so nice to have that, so freeing, because it means I can just keep drawing cards. I don't really have to worry too much in the short term about that filling up. I've got time on my side, I can keep drawing. Obviously some of those other tuck and lay birds, where you might only have 3 egg spaces, gives you a lot less time to try and find some good stuff. So hopefully we won't need all of that time, and hopefully we will get something. Cough cough mutes 1. But it is, certainly a possibility. Though we may have to dig for a little bit, but we score 3 points each time. And hopefully along the way we can get some good stuff, and we may be able to do some damage on these bonus cards. That's certainly going to be the plan. So there goes the heron. That is the well in play. So it looks like, is that going to be... Yeah, we're going to tie this end around. So actually, Spotted Eye was even better than anticipated. So we're getting even more points. But let's see what we can get. Drawing off the top. Getting some food of expert birds. That'd be a nice bonus card to find. Theckless Lark can definitely go. But yeah, Bellsbury, that's kind of prime Mechanical Engineer material. So certainly I could see myself, and even maybe... I don't know, I've talked about that second end round goal, like... we're just here to make up the numbers, but maybe, if we get some of these, maybe a nice forest double play that can use this berry, that'd be really good. I think pushing out this forest, if we're not going to get any food gaining brown powers, I think pushing out that forest is going to be key, because if we're drawing lots and we're not finding stuff, we should have some extra birds, be able to throw those, get some extra food, hopefully some extra nectar. Yeah, that's going to be important to us, and especially with this heron. Resetting the bird feeder, that can be quite powerful for the other player, and in that case, that's me. So I can be ready to strike when that feeder gets reset. When hopefully there's a bunch of nectar there, as you can see, prime example there, and maybe grab that and do some damage, but obviously last time around not going to grab some nectar. We'll just keep on drawing and see what we get. And Malafaux, I mean, I'm kind of interested because, again, Mythologist, but Bullfinch could be useful. It's a brown power, it's get some food, so we'll keep that. Oh, Lorikeet, even better. So bye-bye Bullfinch. Don't want to play with you anymore. And there we go, tie the end around, very nice. We are going to go first in the second round. Do we get some good options in the tray? Absolutely, yes we do. What a tray that is. White-backed Woodpecker. Now suddenly I don't want to play with a Lorikeet anymore, because I can just force you down. Or not even force, I can just play you with a berry. And Penguin. Had some really good games with Penguin recently. Absolutely. I want to have fun with you, but we'll go off the top because we can always tuck and draw, and maybe depends what this is. Cerulean Warbler, I mean, we're just getting too many good birds. I'm going to have to throw some of these. I'm going to have to tuck. I really don't want to. Even the Whitethroat's good, maybe for some eggs. I mean, I potentially Could have been blocking that, but to be fair with the blackbird, already got decent egg access. But I want this penguin, and I think probably Ceruli Warbs is the one to go because we want the star nest. And look, 3 star nests potentially now, so Mechanical Engineer is going to be an absolute piece of cake. Oh, and there's the catbird that we wanted as well, so that's probably not going to be there. But I certainly wouldn't mind if it still is. But yeah, that was a very nice tray. That was a very nice round 2 tray. That's really helped us out here. So probably will draw once more anyway, because yeah, again, want to try and make the most of the turns that I'm drawing food, get as much food as I can, and yeah, getting the fish here. We're going to need lots of nectar, so that could well be a challenge. Oh, they are drawing cards, and 2 fish now coming up for the heron, so yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye, catbird. As I say, don't think I was ever realistically going to get my hands on you, so that's fine. I got the stuff I wanted anyway, so penguin. Yeah, we'll be crossing our fingers and hoping that you can deliver for us. So I think actually now, let's play the woodpecker now. We're always going to play that. So let's play it now, because potentially I think you might want to lay eggs. You're certainly going to want to lay eggs soon. But maybe the double nectar is going to be too tempting. I kind of just want a situation where I at least have a shot at getting 3 nectar. So if the feeder stays as it is, and I can take 2 and then reroll for the 3rd, and then get the penguin down, that would be ideal. But let's say we've still got this Belzeria, so there may be a world in which playing that this round is actually better because of the end of round goal. Because I don't necessarily remember my opponent picking up too many white and no power birds, so they might get 1 down just to qualify. They might get 2 down, in which case tying is going to be worth some extra points. Be surprised if they get 3, so this could be worth a bit of a tempo sacrifice to play. But okay, that looks like they are taking food. No, drawing birds again, so okay. Clearly not satisfied with what's coming up. Sacred Kingfish is quite nice, but yeah, not really the ideal feeder situation. But we could do, I suppose, if we do food twice. Maybe if we do food twice, and that's going to get us the food to play both of these. I think I really want to get this penguin down before I draw cards again. But I also want to draw cards so I can get the food, and I can't have both. Can't have it both ways. I can only have one or the other. So I think, yeah, you probably want to take food, and you take that nectar. So I think I want to take this nectar. I think we'll do it like that to make it harder to reroll. And then yeah, if I have to take food again, play both of these. I mean, I can play penguin and draw and see on that last turn. But likely this Virion may well be needed, and yeah, we're gonna be looking good on Mechanical Engineer with just star nests and cavity nests. So hopefully we can get a bit more nest type diversity as this game plays out. But yeah, Mechanical Engineer is one of those where you pick it up early, you just give yourself so much time to find the right birds, find the right nest types to play, and time is definitely what we're going to be trying to use here. So is that drawing food, or is that drawing cards again? I'd surely imagine at this point, yeah, drawing food. So we're going to do the same because there's nectar. And we'll do nectar worm, and then see if we get another nectar. We do. Okay, so that works. So yeah, 4 nectar. So now play this penguin, draw cards, and I imagine Belzeria is going to be the play. And we're setting ourselves up well for the last end of round goal. It's a long way off, but yeah, by playing all these birds, and if Belzeria, if you just want to like give me food with expert, that'd be great. Thank you very much. All right, you're laying eggs. That makes sense. We're going to get penguin down, and we are going to be crossing our fingers and doing a little penguin dance for this, because yeah, if penguin's feeling good, if it's on form, you can get a lot of points off this, but equally if it's not in a good mood, can easily miss after miss and make you feel pretty pained. So hopefully Penguin's going to perform, but we've got lots of time, and that's I think the key with a brown power like this. Law of averages, if you give it enough time, it will get you some points, get you some cards. It's just a shame knowing that Puffin is not in the deck, because you would be exactly the bird that we'd be looking to find with the Penguin. So we'll see how that plays out, and we'll see what's going to go down here. As I say, would certainly imagine something for this end of round one might be the aim, but even potentially just more birds in this grasslands, because lots of cards have been drawn. So I think build out a grasslands here and use this blackbird, lay lots of eggs. That's going to be worth lots of points. But catbird's going down and in the forest, so that's interesting. Not often you see that, but certainly strong food access now. So got to watch out for that. But we're going to draw cards. I'm going to see what we get. We're going to get Mockingbird. So okay, not the catbird, but we'll get the cheaper sibling, and the mannequin. Ooh. I mean, we just got star nests for days. This is unreal. I want all of these. Do I spend... I suppose I could spend the nectar here, actually. I could spend the nectar for an extra card, because I don't want to tuck any of these. It's just a case of whether... Does it make more sense to spend the egg? Because what I'm thinking is... Yeah, maybe if I spend the egg... I do want to get this Mockingbird down, so I can always take food next round and play the Mockingbird. That might be more sensible, because I think this bush tip we're gonna fill that up no problem. So the egg's not gonna be an issue for us. So come on, Penguin, what can you do? Right after I draw a 2-fish bird, you get absolutely nothing. So that's a shame. Blue throat's come up as well. But I think you can go, because I think once you've got this going with the Mockingbird, we're not necessarily really going to need too much more food, and we've already got a pretty good forest for the occasional food gain. So I think we still want to play Bellsveria here, because as I say, I'd certainly imagine my opponent's going to try and play another wetland bird and go for this end of round, but. We'll see. I think it's hopefully not going to cost me too much tempo-wise. I think this Bellsveria is worth playing, regardless. But yeah, this mannequin, this could be interesting as well. Good for the bonus cards. So yeah, it's star nests all over the place. I've got stars in my eyes, and hopefully it's going to help on these bonus cards. All right, back onto us for our last turn of the round. Opponent is taking lots of food. Maybe a double play actually could be incoming, but I think we do. I'd be surprised if it's a triple play. That would really catch me out, but not many eggs. So I think let's just play this Bellsveria. I think we're going to get you down here and see what this bonus card's going to be. Okay, it's going to be Enclosure Builder, which we're going to meet with only star nests. So I'll take that. That's a good find. And yeah, as I say, we go into this next round. Already with a good engine, but Mockingbird's come in as well. 54 points is pretty bananas. So we're doing well there already. And yeah, I think once this Mockingbird goes in, and we can start probably copying this Swallow, but I'm still holding out for that Mute Swan. If you want to show up and make my day, I'd certainly be happy with that. And yeah, this Wetlands engine is already really strong, but it could turn into something special with the right find. So hopefully, as I say, we'll get this Mockingbird down pretty quickly, and hopefully this Penguin's going to do its thing. So we will see on that. And yeah, Mannequin, I say, I imagine I'm going to play that at some point, and then maybe if we're drawing enough and we find those Benelli's Eagle, Eastern Imperial Eagle type birds, we can play one of those late on and score lots and lots of points. So it's all coming together very nicely. And there is a double play, so I called it. Egret into Red Knot, tying the end around. So yeah, Bellsveria tying tying us the end of round goal instead of losing. It's still worth those extra 3 points, so don't mind that at all. But some real big plays, and certainly making the most of all this extra food, making the most of the heron food, because yeah, they've been keeping, not caching, so that makes sense when you got bird like Great Egret. But yeah, plenty of big pointers coming out, so we are certainly going to have to watch out over there. And there we go, tie on both of the first 2 end of round goals. We'll see if that continues. As we come into round number 3 and more big point birds, flycatcher and eagle. Oh wow, is that? Yeah, it's drawing cards and the heron. This heron's been doing work. This heron, I mean, it's doing better than my penguin. But hopefully with time, penguin can catch up and surpass. But yeah, lots of fish coming through, and that is proving useful, I think, here for my opponent with lots of these big point birds coming out. So yeah, maybe it is a relief knowing that Puffin's not there anymore, but being able to pick up a bird like the bald eagle and instantly get all the fish you need to play it is pretty damn nice. So Black Swan could be something they're interested in, but I think now that we know we can get a reroll, we can actually pick up a seed that we might want for this mannequin later. We're going to take food, we're going to get some nectar, we're going to be very happy. And then yeah, we play this Mockingbird, and we'll kind of see what we copy. I mean, I think probably copy a swallow, but at first we probably copy this bush tit because we've got lots of egg space. We can always play mannequin a little bit sooner than needed. But we do have to think a little bit about this end of round goal. Don't know exactly how much my opponent's going to be laying eggs, but they have certainly got lots of cup nest space. So I think we want to try and end the round with a full bush tit. And maybe there's some universe where we have a full bush tit, we played our mannequin, and then we lay eggs, throw a card, and flip the end of round goal, because that could be a 9-point turn. So obviously don't know for sure if that's going to be the situation, but it's well worth being prepared for that possibility and being ready to react. So there goes the eggs going down all on the blackbird, but I'm sure those get cleared out very soon. But we're going to play our Mockingbird, so just about on the cusp, I would say, for when you want to be playing these kind of birds. I mean, it's obviously pretty late in the game. We're sort of coming through the end of the mid-game, coming into the late game. It's a 2-point bird, but yeah, if we're going to be copying that bush tit, it's an extra 2 points each time. It's going to help for this mechanical engineer, because we do, as I say, need some other nest type, so the cup nest is helpful there. And yeah, it's just really about building up this wetlands and giving ourselves opportunity to score. So Warbler's going down now in the forest, so maybe now that's going to get copied with a catbird. But it's yet more cup nest space, so we'll have to watch out for that. But for now, we just draw cards and see what we find. Okay, Butcherbird's kind of fun. Butcherbird is definitely kind of fun. I think, as I say, we're going to copy this bush tit. And come on, Penguin, what can you do? Not good. Not good. Alright, do I take any of these? I mean, Black Swan is, again, like, mildly interesting, but the thing is, this flycatcher could be useful. A brown power played with the mannequin. Helps Frithologist. I think I'll leave it. I could always draw it next time. Sister Cola, okay, we're getting some nice ones. And yeah, more star nests, so we could be maxing out Enclosure Builder with just star nests, and I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, so maybe we do that just for the vibes. But certainly, yeah, maybe we draw. I think we draw again. Copy the bush tit. And then I don't know, maybe just trying to think around this end of round goal a little bit, but as I say, I think there could be a situation where we wanna lay eggs, but we've not got loads and loads of time. All right, back onto our turn there. Opponent drew cards, and finally this heron's missing, so that's good. But it's flipping up lots of nectar, which I'm sure they want to benefit from. So we're going to draw cards and Bobolink. That could be an excellent play with Enclosure Builder. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as an option. Oh, tree swallow. Well, you are too late. I think Mockingbird was on the cusp. I think you are too late, so you can go. Come on, penguin, please. Okay. Well, I shouldn't have talked about Benelli's eagle, because that was always going to happen, but at least we got a fish there, so shouldn't complain too much. But I do feel like we're getting more of these fish birds coming up when we're drawing cards, which isn't exactly what I had in mind. But yeah, this bobolink, so this could be, I mean, if it's maxing out enclosure builder for us, it's a few extra points. And if it means we've got 6 birds down, it means we're getting 6 eggs, so that could be a very nice one. Obviously we'd need to take the food for that, but yeah, will be something to consider, will be something to think about. But I think for now, do we just double play? I think we double play for the egg space. But it is kind of tricky. Maybe we just draw cards. Maybe we draw cards, and then if we have to lay eggs, and it's only 2 eggs, but if it does flip that end around, I think that's going to be the thing for me, is whether we can flip this end around goal or not, because my opponent's been drawing cards, playing birds, not really been laying eggs here. So we might see some grass and birds go down, but even if we do, I think there's only going to be a limited number of eggs, and it looks like they're taking food, so yeah, I think we might actually be okay on this end around goal then. Unless we're going to see, like, say, Phoebe get played. Got to be ready for that. Because what would that be? That would then get you up to 7. Yeah, that'd be 7. So we would potentially be able to tie it. I think... I think maybe we play this mannequin. I don't know, it's just kind of tricky because I want the bush tit full, but I also don't want it full because I want to be able to draw cards next round. And so maybe having it full now, and then if I need, if it's clear I'm going to win the end around goal anyway, then I can double play afterwards, clear out of space. I think I like the sound of that. So we will draw cards. We're obviously not going to be able to copy it. Oh, there's the hummingbird I wanted earlier. Not going to be able to copy bush tit this time, but I think do I gamble on the penguin or take the safe point from the swallow? How gambling am I feeling? I mean, I feel like it's not done its job, so do I therefore not have faith in it, or do I expect it to come back? Let's gamble. Let's see what we're going to get. That was a mistake, so that's not good. Oh, penguin, what are you doing to me? Alright, we'll get rid of this hawk. And yeah, just go off the top. Ooh, this eagle's quite nice. Expensive, but nice. I think this magpie can go. But, oh man, this penguin. This is going to be the death of me if we lose this game. So I really hope it doesn't come down to just a few points, but yeah, we can certainly account for a good chunk more points coming through off these bonus cards, and hopefully, yeah, with some of these nice plays, maybe Bobolink, maybe be tricky to get the food for the sea eagle, but maybe we'll give it a go. Maybe we can do something there, but yeah, but Nelly's gone. Maybe we can still find Eastern Imperial Eagle. Just some other kind of nice plays like that, but certainly feels like my opponent's kind of gearing up to play lots of birds. I mean, lots of birds in hand, lots of food being gained. So it could be a strong end game over here. Hopefully we can just pick up some of the pieces on these end of round goals. So lesser white throat. Okay. So what does that do for the end of round goal? You're going to get 3 in the forest. So you're going to finish on 4. So that means I can't use the bush tit. Okay, but maybe I take food here. I could always take food. I should think about this mechanical engineer. So if I do double play, I'm going to have 5 star nests. cavities and cups. So I think we're fine for mechanical engineer regardless. This bobolink, as I say, would be a mega play with enclosure builder. So maybe we just take food here. And hope that we can get more seeds on the re-roll, because I think I want to do this. And I think we're kind of, I don't know, I want to say we're lost on the 2 nectars, but it's kind of close and my opponent's not got loads, so I think we have to do this. So we'll take food, we'll block that nectar at least, and take a worm. And I think with those 2 worms and 3 seeds, I think that is everything we need to play these. It's just a question of, yeah, if we wanna take food and play another bird, for example, this sea eagle, but we'll see how that goes. We do win that end of round goal, which is good. Come to the last round, and that tray's not great. So I think let's do this double play now, because that is going to clear out at least 1 egg space on the bush tit. So now we can take cards. I think probably what we end up doing here, and yeah, that does unlock some of these bonus points. That's good, maxed out. Very nice. 87 is strong. I think what we do, we take cards, we take food, we play a bird, and then we take cards again. And then we get ready to play bobolink, probably with the mannequin. Alright, on to our next turn. Opponent is taking food, and they've got so much of it. So yeah, these Nectaroses, these could be really close, and it could be annoyingly close, and there could be not much I can do about it, but we'll see. We're going to have to find some good stuff. Where were you earlier, main duck? You're kind of a bit late to the party here, so that's unfortunate. Do I go Burrowing Owl? Because of Ethologist and the extra egg? It's kind of not as good as a Sea Eagle then. But yeah, these are not good bets. So we're going to copy the Swallow here. Okay, I suppose you're playable. You're playable with the fish, and so that might save me a turn. Not have to take food. Come on, this penguin is just so not having a good time. Buick's Wren, I mean, okay, yeah, we're getting some real crappy birds coming up. Which is definitely not what we want. But okay, let's think about this. Yeah, I don't know. Like, take food, play Sea Eagle is obviously slightly better than the Hummingbird. But it costs an extra turn that I could be spending drawing cards. It's all about if I can get, like, if I could spend 3 nectar playing this and flip a nectar habitat, then that suddenly makes it a better play than just drawing cards. So I think that's where the appeal is. Alright, back onto our turn here. Got a Gold's Finch going down, so it's smelling a bit behavioristy, if I'm honest. But we are going to see more birds coming down, and still not spending this nectar, so this is making things tricky for me. But I think, I mean, what I've been thinking is there is a scenario where we're playing this main duck is actually good because you know, we could be potentially copying it with a mockingbird. I don't know if we're going to have enough cards to do that. But at the very least, it's guaranteed 3 points each turn. But obviously the Sea Eagle's kind of close to that as well. But what it means we can do is could potentially play that now. I think I could just ignore this nectar. I think it's going to be really, really tricky to try and work out where to spend that nectar. But also if we play this, we're then getting the seeds back that we need for the bobolink. And I think that's potentially worthwhile doing so. It's a 2-point bird, but if we're able to get 6 tucks off it, it's basically an 8-point bird, which is therefore putting it sort of on par with this, and we can play it, and we don't have to take that turn. taking food. So I think it's worth doing, but it's difficult because if I take food and I do get all the nectar and I can play the sea eagle, the beauty of that is I clear out these egg spaces and I can then copy the bush tit, so that's extra points. And that kind of makes up for the main duck. So yeah, difficult decisions here. I'm sort of thinking if I can get the nectar I need on this reroll, then it's worth it. And how likely am I to get some nectar? I think I'm quite likely. So let's take the food. My kind of initial thought was we were going to go for the sea eagle. So let's go for it. We get the nectar we want. Hallelujah. Praise be to the Wingspan god. So yeah, let's just snaffle all of that up. And we now have a very difficult decision of where on earth we play these birds. And some of that, I think, can be dictated by what my opponent does, but some of it can't. I think I've got to play the sea eagle now. And I think I probably put it in the wetlands just to be sure, but I think that's a safe play because it guarantees that I win the nectar in the wetlands and lose the other two. Whereas if I gamble and if I try and push, say in the forest, we could then get caught up there anyway. And I think the wetlands is the best spot for it because we clear out these 2 eggs, we then get them back. We might get a point off this as well, so I think put this in the wetlands and draw cards one final time. That's going to be our approach. So yeah, it would have been. I think it would have been fun doing the main duck, and I think that could have potentially come really, really close to matching the sea eagle, but. I think, yeah, being able to get all that nectar was big and hopefully gonna help us out here. Back onto us now for our turn. Oh, and it's a stubble quail going down, so that's using some of the nectar. I think they only used 1 nectar, and not all the food either. So clearly got some stashed away. Obviously for this goldfinch play. Oh, of course it's the bald eagle. We're going to see that go in the wetlands. So wonder where these other 2 nectar will go. And if it's just going to be laying eggs, but yeah, I think, I don't know, in that case, if it's going to be bald eagle, it's kind of tempted to put this in the forest. It costs me a point off the bush tit egg, and it costs me potentially a point of not using it, so it's 2 points I'm giving up to maybe try and sneak 6 extra. Because yeah, these 2 nectars, these could be going anywhere. These could be going anywhere. I'm really trying to rack my brains as to what was picked up earlier that might be being played, but I think we just have to take the safe play, which is play this down here. We know the points we're getting from doing this, so hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. But as I say, we're cementing one of the nectar habitats. That's all we can do, really. And yes, spend this last turn drawing cards. So we know we're going to get at least 5 points, hopefully 6 from the sea eagle, and hopefully this penguin can do something, because 1 fish from, I think it's been about 6 or 7 attempts on that, doesn't really cut it. So we're going to need a bit of a saviour here, a bit of a strong activation at the end to make up for all the misses, but we should be on for a good score regardless. Obviously, this bobolink is going to be nice. So we'll see what it's going to be. It's going to be Kakapo. So, okay, we could have then tied. Yeah, we could have tied the forest nectar, but Kakapo, that's definitely scary. Yeah, that would have tied. So I think potentially we've missed out on a point there, but there's only so much we can do about that. Let's draw cards one last time. Almost doesn't really matter what we get here. As long as these predators do their job. So Sea Eagle does. We're going to do the tuck here. Come on, please, Penguin. Please. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, well, Abbas BB, it's definitely too late for you. But we will do some more tucking. So, man, this Penguin. What a disappointment. It's been obviously helpful for the bonus cards, but yeah, 1 fish. This is the dark side of the penguin, not what you want to see. So yeah, I say got this nice bobolink play to come in, but with Kakapo and Goldsfinch and yeah, a nice white threat activation, I think my opponent's going to score lots of points here. So if they get a good pull off the Kakapo, we could well be in trouble, but we'll just have to cross our fingers and wait and see. So it looks like laying eggs makes sense for that last turn. Pretty good point score, and then yeah, teal power of the white throat, and I don't know, it could be behaviorist. I'm sort of trying to rack my brains as to what the other bonus cards could be there. So unfortunately, lose that end of round goal, but we do. So get this nice bobolink play coming through. So this is what this has all been about. Lovely stuff, loads of eggs, and yeah, maxing out enclosure builder. So was that 19 points across the 3 bonus cards? I think that's pretty good going. So we'll definitely take that. And yeah, as I say, it's going to be this bold eagle coming in, and then we'll see what they find off the Kakapo. Very much hoping it's not something too good, but it definitely could be, and that could have an impact on this game. So I say kind of close on some of these nectars, but it's tricky, always tricky to manage those. So at least we did win the wetlands. We are going to be a bit behind there, but hopefully we can make up for it elsewhere as we come into final score. So certainly expect my opponent's going to have a bit of a lead on the birds. They definitely played some big ones, yeah, 53. So hopefully not so good on the bonuses. 15, okay, we pull slightly back, but it's all to play for because, yeah, eggs, of course, tuck cards is where we're strong, so got to hope that's where we can pull into the lead, and indeed we do. Can we hold on with these nectar points at the end? We can just about hold on. 118 the final score up against 110, so relatively close game, but definitely, yeah, could have had a few swings with those nectars and those bonus cards. Of course, with the late game Kakapo, so let's see what that got. Diet Special is very nice. There is the behaviorist. Could smell that from a mile off. And Fishy Manager just missing out. So, yeah, potentially finding another bird there that hits that could have, yeah, got a whole bunch more points, but not bad across the board. But of course, as I say, ours are pretty good as well. Orthologist 4, Mechanical Engineer 8, Enclosure Builder 7. So, late bobolink definitely getting us over the line there with a very much needed win here in this group stage of the tournament. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. Definitely a fun one. I'm sure the Penguin fans won't have enjoyed it, but please do make sure you subscribe, stick around if you want to see more tournament games, and hopefully I'll see you in another video very soon.